Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another true crime reading. This time it's on, I think his name is David. I'm not sure. This is a singer I have never heard of, but there is a dead body found in the trunk of his Tesla, and it has been identified as a teenage girl. I believe her name was Celeste. And so rumors are swirling and everyone wants to know what's going on. You know, there's so many accusations being made. So I'm going to do a reading on this and see what I see. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment only, and let's get started. If you guys like these, please hit that join button down below to join the YouTube members. There's a lot of additional content you're missing out on, and it's the best way to support me. So thank you. Join button down below. All right, let's see. So I'm going to look at the singer, the girl, the energy between, and then we'll do what happened down here. Okay. So Keys of Three of Swords reverse, that's like a heartbreak card or like a breakup card, wanting to prevent that. So there's some sort of like, there's some sort of energy of like wanting to prevent a heartbreak or stop a heartbreak or stop a breakup, or nurturing a breakup or nurturing negative energy or something like that. There's this energy of like, there's definitely an energy of like, you better leave before you get left. Like that's like this kind of thing, like make the move before they do. So there's some sort of like chip on the shoulder in his energy. Okay. And then the world being upright for the girl here is interesting. The world is like a fresh start or a new beginning. Does anyone know if this girl was like wanting to run away from home or anything like that, or wanted like a new life or a fresh start? That's the world. The Page of Pentacles is reversed too, which to me is like that's usually about like limited expectations or maybe issues with money or something of that nature. So for me, I'm not really sure exactly what. Listen, all alleged rent tables only. I'm just gonna leave it there. Anyways, I can't say too much, but it is what it is, right? Now, in terms of what happened, the High Priestess is a trust issue and a timing issue. So I don't know. I can't say who committed the crime. I can't say exactly what happened, but I can look at some of the energies, and the energy around what happened is the High Priestess, which is usually about trusting something and a timing issue. Like think of that as like wrong place, wrong time, but there's an issue with trust. So when we look at the High Priestess, usually, typically, not always, but typically in a true crime reading, when I look at something like this, that usually means that someone was comfortable, felt safe, or was lured in somewhere. That's usually what I have seen with the High Priestess. I mean, granted, sometimes the High Priestess can indicate some sort of spirituality or religious belief, but you know, I have pulled that for things like cults, or intense fandoms. But the High Priestess in general is about trust. And so the Empress being reversed, King of Swords being upright, and the King of Wands. The King of Wands is some form of aggression. I definitely think there was, I mean, usually when you look at kings here, it's usually a masculine energy, but there's some sort of masculine energy that was aggressive towards her. The King of Swords is someone who doesn't really speak kindly, someone who's pretty selfish. The King of Wands is misguided aggression, so I take my aggressions out on you. And the Empress is like a lack of nurturing. Think of it like a mommy issue or things of that nature. So when you look at the Empress reverse, it's almost like an abuse of emotional power, right? So I emotionally abuse someone or emotionally go after someone. So this girl seems to have been in a situation with someone, I don't know who it was, but the energy here is her being in a situation of someone who did not treat her. It's really sad, but this is someone who did not treat her respectfully. Like, to me, a lot of times I pull stuff like this for like an abusive boyfriend or someone who's not like treating her right, or her trusting the wrong person. Heartbreaking. The Seven of Wands is upright. The Seven of Wands is like an underdog. The Two of Cups is reversed, and the Ace of Cups. To me, this is about, I would say this. I'm not going to be able to tell exactly what happened. I'm not going to be able to tell who did it. I can only tell you the energies I feel. So reiterating that once again. The Seven of Wands is like wanting to prove yourself. So there's almost a part of her that wanted to like prove herself to someone. Like, I am independent, I am strong, even though she was so young. Like, it's almost like, I think we all remember when we were teenagers and we wanted to be adults quick, right? Like, it's the kind of vibe. But the Two of Cups being reversed and the Ace of Cups is about an issue with like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or, a lover or a partner. There is something off with whoever she was connected to, whoever she was maybe dating or talking to. The Two of Cups being reversed, the Ace of Cups. That's always like an issue with like the people that are around you. Granted, it could be a really close friend. Not always is it romantic. It is difficult to tell the difference between romantic and platonic there, but it is a strong bond regardless, and it would have to be like a best friend, right? Like, it's someone that she felt really close to. And there's this need to like want to impress them. The Seven of Wands is always like, I want to impress you. Like, I want to impress you. So there's this need to impress. Yeah, Lover's card's reversed. I just find it hard to believe. Here's what I'll say. I find it hard to believe that whoever did this to her is not someone that she knew and was comfortable with. Because the Lover's card is reversed, which again is an issue or separation between two people who were quote unquote attached to the hip, right? So think of that as someone that you were around a lot. And the Five of Wands is avoidance, and the Six of Pentacles is like consistency. So it's almost like there was something that I was consistently supposed to do or asked to do and I didn't do, and it was the last straw. Like, there was this feeling. I'd be shocked if the justice system didn't get this right. The justice card is upright, which usually indicates that they will find whoever did this and find the evidence and connect the dots pretty quickly. The Four of Pentacles is like a greedy, selfish card, and the Two of Pentacles is reversed, which tells me typically there's a paper trail, especially when it comes to things purchased, maybe things that were purchased to get her into the trunk or unalive her or whatever. But all I can tell you is that there's some sort of purchase or money being exchanged. It doesn't necessarily have to be purchased. It's just money being exchanged in between accounts or something of that nature. But money being exchanged will be a smoking gun here in this case specifically. But I do think that they will be able to find who did this. Two of Pentacles usually indicates, granted, the Two of Pentacles is reversed. I will say this. I don't know if I believe that this has been done more than once, but I do believe there has been an attempt previously, whether with this girl or another. The King of Cups being reversed and this Four of Swords, usually these are crimes that are committed out of emotion. When I pull all these like kind of immature cards, like the Four of Swords is like, I don't want to take no for an answer. The King of Cups, I'm emotional. We're looking at anger here, and the Queen of Pentacles being reversed too. It's like someone who's like, think of like an anxious attachment style. The girl would be like an anxious attachment style trying to prove, and then an emotional outburst from someone. This to me seems like a crime of passion. It seems like a crime of emotion. When I'm in the energy, it's like it feels like an emotional outburst and then an oh fuck. And then a panic. I don't know. I can't tell who did it or why. That's going to be difficult here. And, I have to be careful anyways. But I can tell you as much as I can. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed. The Star is upright, and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like sentimentality. The Strength card is like strong and stubborn. And then the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. So think of that as someone that consistently makes bad decisions, consistently has had issues, has a pattern of behavior, has paper trail. Like, you look at cards like that, that's someone that, whoever did this is someone that just, there's a plethora of evidence. It's kind of like, I have to be careful. Okay. I'm trying to be diplomatic here and not accusatory, but here's what I'll say. That is the energy of someone who has a compulsion, an obsession, an addiction. It's like when someone needs a hit of a cigarette. So that's like somebody who can't help themselves, who just like has a compulsion towards something that's not great. The Wheel of Fortune is like bad, right? It's like bad luck or like a bad look or whatever, So like, to me, there's a compulsion towards doing something that is not necessarily good. You know what? Okay. Well, so the Fool card is a young, naive energy. A lot of times I pull it for children or people who are naive or young, this, that, and the other. So the Fool is also a risky card. It's someone who will take a leap of faith. The Ace of Swords is opportunities, and the Seven of Pentacles is about comfort. So whatever happened to this girl, it does look like there's the car, the Chariot's reversed, the Star's reversed. Well, we obviously know whatever happened to her happened outside the car. Knight of Wands is reversed too. Misguided aggressions. Again. Star, don't want the public to know. I mean, it's also a bit of celebrity, right? Fame. But it's reversed. I just keep getting the same message that she wanted to impress someone. I can't use certain words that I want to use, but she definitely feels conditioned to do things that aren't normal. Like, I feel a conditioning in her to, like, want to impress somebody I don't think is a good thing to want to impress. Or in the feeling of wanting to impress someone like this does not seem like it would be organic. It seems like something that would be maybe, like, ingrained in someone in a way in which psychologically is not healthy. Yeah, she was definitely murdered somewhere else. She was murdered. Whether or not it was an accident, I'm not sure. Whether or not, there was some sort of, dare or something that led to this, I don't know. I can't really pinpoint exactly, but it's possible. What I will say, though, is regardless of that, the Magician being upright and the Six of Cups being reversed tells me that it's almost like this is something we do all the time and then something happened. It's like I see a routine and then the routine equals disaster. It's like she died in a routine, which makes no sense to me. I'll have to figure that out once we get more information, what that translates to. It's like I do this all the time, where I'm with this person all the time. It's just weird. And then something changed. Somebody snapped. Or something snapped. So the Magician being upright is interesting too. The Magician is communication. So it's like words. I mean, I guess, it's singing too. It could be singing. But Magician being upright is communication, which tells me that there had to have been communication about this. So they're going to find messages. There's no way they're not going to find messages and things like that. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to solve this case, just because I think they're going to be able to go through her phone. They're going to be able to go through records. You look at the Magician, it's like people were talking, she was talking, people around, like there's definitely some form of communication. The Ten of Wands is upright, the Sun is upright, and the Queen of Cups is reversed, which usually indicates like friends knowing information or have excuse me, having information. The Ten of Wands is also like a bird in here, which, yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles, like I said before, there's money. Four of Wands being reversed and Hangman. Is it possible that she was a part of a group and then separated herself from that group, or was purposely separated from that group, or separated from friends or things of that nature? You think of the Four of Wands, like I was pulled out of a home, right? Or pulled out of my comfort zone, or pulled out of the people that are comfortable to me. So there's some level of like pulling her out of that gradually. There's going to be a lot of information. I'm telling you right now, the evidence is going to pile up. I'd be shocked if there wasn't. I mean, if there wasn't, something's off, because I'm seeing a ton of evidence, and whoever did this is going to get nailed hardcore. It's going to be a pretty cut and dry thing here. Yeah, and I'll leave this here. The Moon is like a revealing of a secret, or revealing of a truth. The Ten of Swords is a self-sabotage, and the Five of Swords is issues with details or alibis or stories. So somebody's alibi is not going to check out, but also, or whatever, their story is not going to check out. But when we look at stuff like that, that means accidentally telling on yourself. So whoever did this is going to accidentally tell on themselves, if they haven't already. But usually there's like an admission of guilt, or a revealing of a truth. So whoever did this, you're going to know. I don't know who it is. It could be, I know a lot of people are assuming it's about one person or the other. The thing I will say is that there are more than one person that knows what happened. So I can't tell who did it, because if I look at this, I look at a group of people. I see a group of people who all know something. And I'm not sure how much each person knows, but I am seeing a group of people. So it's like 2, 3 maybe. And you know, it's hard to say. It's like, oh, did one person do it, or did their friend do it, or did the other friend do it? And then, you know what I mean? Like, there's just, or was it all like leading up to it? It's hard to tell. It's all jumbled. But I will say that there are multiple people that have information. Now, whether or not they'll tell, who knows, right? But I'm going to leave it there. So sorry if I didn't give you a direct answer. Sorry if I didn't give you information, you know, about who exactly did it or what happened. But hopefully I did my best. And the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Until next time, please join the YouTube members to support me. I appreciate you. Bye. Am I even going to be able to post this?